Russian missiles continue to hit residential buildings across Ukraine. But a big worrying sign is Russia asking Ukrainian civilians to evacuate from Kyiv. Is an attack imminent on the Ukrainian capital? In a moment from now, I'll be going across to London, where Gideon Rachman, one of the world's top foreign affairs experts, chief foreign affairs commentator for the Financial Times, will be joining us live and exclusive. But before I start that conversation, I want to show you all of what's happened so far on day 5 of the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
Буча, в Буче.
Mind-numbing images of war. Russia relentlessly assaulting Ukrainian cities. Outflanked Ukrainian troops hitting back with all their might. Suffering damages, but bruising the aggressor superpower. Heavy war broke out for control of Ukraine's second-largest city, Kyiv. Bodies of Ukrainian civilians were seen lying on the streets of the once bustling city, now lying in ruins. After a day of relentless missile, tank and rocket attacks, gut-wrenching images show a lone Ukrainian soldier's body lying in the war zone. After heavy fighting in some of the biggest cities, Russian missiles continued to target civilians and residential complexes. A devastating attack on a high-rise with a missile exploding into a huge ball of fire sent shockwaves. A deadly missile attack took place at a residential building in Chernihiv, 50 kilometers north of the capital city, Kyiv. 2 floors were seen burning in the aftermath. Ukraine showed off its counter-strike capability, using armed drones to take out a Russian missile column. The drone is seen firing payload to obliterate the advancing Russian missile battery on the ground. Donetsk region of Ukraine saw massive street fighting and heavy resistance. Military tanks were rolling down the streets in one of the largest cities, parts of which are under rebel control and under Russian occupation. Russian flags were seen on administrative buildings. While Kyiv has been fighting hard, it is now paying a heavy price, with destruction, rubble and missile splinters seen all around. Damaged streets, neighborhoods and buildings show the ferocity of the Russian assault and Ukraine's fight back.
No bread, is here because there are no supply, no new supply, and everything that used to be here, people are trying to buy, and there is not much panic, but the feel of anxiety that people really need to stock up on the produce. And for example, you can see, yes, that I am right now trying to look for a bread, and there is no bread of no type, and the lines are pretty huge and long.
India today saw the price paid by children of Ukraine. An exclusive trip inside the city's largest children's hospital showed kids injured in the war, battling for life.
Todos los ucranianos, incluidos los médicos y los pacientes, nos hemos unido para superar este arduo camino.
И я хочу сказать, что несмотря на то, что мы постоянно находимся в бомбоубежище.
This was main surgeon here in the children's hospital, and she was telling about the kind of injuries the children coming to this hospital and how they are coping up with the situation. I thought this guy is a Russian militia, civilian Russian militia, and they pinned him on the ground, and look at the reaction of the press here. These are the journalists from almost 30 countries around me, and look how they're reacting. I put it again, the camera onto the crowd right now. Look at this. Thought this guy.
India today has also captured the dramatic capture of an alleged Russian militia invader by the Ukrainian troops after he infiltrated into the city.
I put it again, the camera onto the crowd right now. Look at this.
How long before Kyiv sees end to the war mayhem? With Gaurav Sawant and Rajesh Parmar in Ukraine, Bureau Report, India Today.